Welcome to the Driveway Beers podcast with Mike and Alex. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share on any platform that you're listening on. All right, welcome back to another episode. Thank you for coming back. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever platform you're listening on. DrivewayBeersPodcast.com. All right, this is one of our biannual or triannual beer tasting episodes, which is we basically find some nice local beers. Well, this time we're going to find some nice local beers. Last time we found the worst beers we could find. So it was more of who wouldn't throw up on the microphone. Whereas this one, all right, so we basically go to our local, what do they call it, distributionary place for beer?
Liquor store?
Liquor store. Well, for us, it's liquor stores. I know, like in New York, beer and liquor are sold in two different places.
Well, in Pennsylvania, yeah, you have a beer distributor.
Yeah.
Salisbury.
North Carolina, you have to go to the state store, the ABC store for liquor, but beer you can buy in the supermarket.
I grew up in a civilized place where you can buy beer, wine, and liquor all in the same place as your grocery.
Hold on, what's the name of this civilized place?
Michigan.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I got a bone to pick with Costco in Maryland, but I'll get to that later. All right, so we are very fortunate on this episode to have a sponsor. It is Cheers and Spirits liquor store in the Arnold Station Plaza at let me find the address here.
Good job sponsor. By me. New sponsor alert.
1460 Ritchie Highway, Arnold, Maryland 21012 in the Arnold Station Plaza. Over by the McDonald's there on Route 2 if you're driving by. I want to thank them for their support. They provided all the beer for tonight and also helped us select some local winter/fall beers. So we're going to test them out. Hopefully we give some local breweries some publicity. Hopefully get them some more sales as far as that goes. But thank you to Cheers and Beers, Wine and Liquors, I think.
Cheers and Spirits.
Cheers and Spirits liquor store in the Arnold Station Plaza. And next time, I'm gonna have Mike do that one next time because I just botched the junk out of that. So, all right. Next time, don't have.
And we haven't even drank any of them yet.
Haven't drinking a one.
you could have said I've been drinking all day.
But, all right. So much like our episode a year ago, was it a year ago?
Roughly
to the day.
To the day, wasn't it?
To the day.
We might have been.
Don't check. Don't go back and check.
Fact check. Source. Wait, no, just kidding. Let's. So
mostly false.
Everything's mostly false on this podcast, except for our taste buds, which will tell us how these beers are. We're gonna go one by one. We got 6 beers from the Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania. I don't think we have a Virginia one, do we?
I don't believe so.
No.
We have DC.
Oh, DC. I always forget about them.
Yeah.
It's a forgettable place. And we're gonna test them out, see which ones we like, see which ones we don't like. Although I got a sneak peek, I think I'm gonna like almost all of them. Even though I'm not, I'm more like the Miller Lite palate cleanser in front of me is more my speed, but I think I'm gonna enjoy some of these. So, what we got up first? Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. I didn't even announce we got guests in the building.
Right, we do.
Jeez. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm obviously, this is my first time, apparently. We got Josh back to my left. Krishon over by him. They're going to share Mike. They're going to get intimate. And Ty on the opposite end of the table with Mike. They're not sharing Mike, so they don't have to get intimate.
No intimacy.
No.
None.
Hopefully, we all tend to have different palates for beers, so we'll get the experience from different taste buds on here. The last episode was more Josh and my speed, although
the crap.
Although I was pleasantly surprised by the Busch Latte.
Listen, Busch Latte got into a new category for all of us.
That became a pool beer for me.
Yeah,
I actually voluntarily go and buy an $18 30-pack of Busch Latte.
The 2 of the worst ones we had are still in my fridge. I believe about 6 months after we did that show. So that just shows how bad they were. But I guess we'll see if we'll end up with some more in the basement that stay in the basement forever with this. But I don't think so. I really think I'm gonna like most of these. But what we got? What we got first up?
Yeah. So first up is from It's Heavy Seas, which is out of Baltimore. And I'm a big fan of Heavy Seas Double Cannon. So I pretty much like everything they have except for the Tropicannon, which I just don't like grapefruit and citrus. So when Cheers and Spirit showed me this, I was pretty psyched up. It's called Winter Storm, Category 5 Ale. The back says, born near the harbor of Baltimore and raised in the spirit of exploration, Heavy Seas has been independently brewed since 95. That's just about the brewery, not the beer. So doesn't give us a whole lot of new information. But we're going to crack this one open. And
with his wedding ring, by the
Yeah,
way.
I was
I'm
about
always
to
impressed
say,
with it. He can do this
he
with his
does it.
wedding ring. I've tried, and
So
I
when
feel like
you-
I'm going to break my finger off.
yeah, so when you buy a $50 titanium wedding ring,
That's what
He
I
can-
got. It's still good.
you can just get it. So I'm going to pour these. And we'll,
I'll say this: A for effort on their description on their bottle of Category 5, and all this.
It's
Like,
real
it's,
intimate.
yeah, I mean, spoiler alert: I already know I'm gonna hate it. It says heavy, and it's gonna be heavy. I don't like anything heavy.
I think my pours are a little too healthy here. So.
Is this the beer for the meteorologist with the description on the back there? Are they describing what a Category 5?
No, they're describing Heavy Seas Brewery. They're not describing the beer at all.
Oh.
So
I thought Heavy Seas got bought out by someone, but apparently they got bought up from the original brewer, which was Hugh Sisson in 1995, but in 2010 it looks like they rebranded.
Heavy Seas is good.
But
Josh, that's a lighter pour.
This one is.
Yeah.
so it looks like they're owned by Clipper City Brewing Company, which is still Baltimore
yeah, it's
based.
Baltimore, yeah.
So I thought this was like, I didn't know if this was one that got bought out by like AB InBev or something like that, which is Anheuser-Busch.
I got one.
I just gave you a lighter pour because you don't like.
You poured 6.
Oh,
Maybe it's gonna be delicious, and we won't.
But yeah, someone.
We went through the math before the show. You still poured an extra one?
still screwed it up.
Here's a good rule of thought for those with my taste palate.
I like the smell.
If you can't look at the top of your beer and see the bottom of your glass or whatever you're drinking in, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it.
You can't read the brand of the cup on the bottom?
Yeah, I'm just my Coors Lights, that I could look down. I'm like, oh, there's the bottom. I could already see it. So
It's nice.
there we go.
I don't mind it, but it's definitely got.
That's not as heavy as it looks.
No, I thought it was going to be a lot heavier.
It's a nice brown ale. It's like a hoppy Newcastle almost.
Yeah, it's 7.5% though.
Whoa, that's a sneaky 7.5%.
This is bitter. Like it tastes bitter a little bit.
No,
Like it's got a little bite to it when it first gets on your tongue.
but this is 7. This does not taste like a 7.5% beer.
Get real
This is dangerous. Like a heavy
turned
seas.
up on that.
Category 5 Winter
I guess
Storm.
that's why they call it Category 5.
So here's that. I like it in this amount. I think if I had more than one, I wouldn't like it.
You'll
Well,
drink,
7.5. You're not drinking a 6-pack of that.
Alex. You'll drink this if you're at a friend's house and this is all they have,
I drink one though.
and you'll drink one.
And
And
I'd
then when he
stop.
says, "Do you want a second?" you say, "No, I'm good.
I play.
I
the-
appreciate you."
Yeah.
What do you think, Krishon?
I don't necessarily like it.
That's
I
cool
don't
of
love
you.
it, but it's good.
No, it's not. It's not bad, but I think it's a one and done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Someone who definitely.
I don't like it either.
Someone is looking for this.
Yeah,
to
this is a
drink more than
particular
two.
taste, Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But someone who's not looking for it, you're gonna get through one and be like,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not upset. It wasn't awesome, but it was all right.
Right.
Yeah, I could tolerate it if I had to. Like how? So what's the rating scale? How are we?
I'm still astonished.
How many
that
are
it's
there total?
7.5%.
That's what I'm floored by. Because, like, Double Cannon is.
That's like hops punching you in the
Yeah.
face.
So, scoring wise, do you want to go like? Now, the first time I think we gave what points, and then the second time with the bad beers, we kind of just started ranking them. Like, is this my favorite? It's my least favorite. What is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
The old Likert scale, 1 through 5.
I mean, we
Good,
give
very
them
good,
all a
satisfactory.
rating on a scale of 1 to 5.
Here's the problem, though. We can't really do that until we get to the end, right?
Well, how about this one is now our favorite because it's the only one we've had.
Right. It's got to be number
There
And
you
one.
then when we
There
drink
you
the
go.
second
Just do
one,
straight
it either
rank.
goes
There you go.
up or down.
Okay. All right.
I like
All
that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just keep
This-
track of it down here until I get too drunk to do that.
If they're all 7.5, we might.
Yeah. Right.
Josh, that extra one's for you, by the way.
How about
Okay.
it?
Well,
You didn't even drink one.
I didn't know we had to drink the whole
No,
thing.
this is beer tasting, not beer. You're good.
Yes.
You're good.
Thank
Well,
you.
we don't want to waste it.
Well, please.
Listen, the East German side of the table is trying to get you to chug.
Well, you know what? We're getting a lot of like craft beer terminology
know what the
words being spitten out over there. We're
What,
over
hops?
here. He just said
Beer?
I don't really like it. Right? That's what we say, right? Like, Ty's talking about how all the hops are really hitting me and all this jazz, and we're just like, yeah, I don't like it.
The flower notes over there.
The bouquet.
Yeah.
It's got a good nose on it.
Listen, the reason, look, we just so happen to be sitting 3 on one side, 2 on the other,
He planned it.
but
that
the
way.
palates definitely play out this way.
Probably, yeah.
So, like, Mike and Ty are going to be like, oh, yeah, this smells delicious on my nose. I love the way it makes me feel on the inside. And we're like, yeah, this is, whatever. That's going to be this side of the table.
Yeah. Yeah, so keep one of these cups. We're going to have to use them because I screwed it up. I think the problem is I laid them out.
I got more cups. Don't worry about it.
I set them out like beer pong. I'm sorry, Beirut.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry,
See?
that is still, I've never heard it called that until I met him.
I have.
Because no one calls it that, Ty.
I feel like he made that up.
Look, I feel like you've just affirmed my gender by calling it Beirut, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm an ally.
Right.
All right, where are we going with that?
I feel so good on the inside now.
That's another ale. It's another lighter one.
Let's do that.
Later.
We're gonna keep it in the same family.
Yeah, so this is Troegs.
Troegs.
Yeah. So Troegs, I believe, is that Harrisburg?
PA.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up near Harrisburg. So this is, oh boy, 11%.
Jesus.
Let's see. It is the Mad Elf. And it's got an elf on there that looks inebriated, which is about, if you drink a couple of these, is where you're going to be. Holiday ale brewed with cherries and honey. And the Mad Elf is here with its nuanced blend of sweet and tart cherries, Pennsylvania wildflower honey, chocolate malt, and a hint of mischief. Thanks to a spicy Belgian yeast, this ruby red holiday ale finishes with subtle notes of cinnamon, clove, and allspice, none of which Josh will taste. It's not the holidays
I ain't gonna taste them. Don't
until
worry.
you've had your first Mad Elf.
Oh,
So,
you remember how I said like you guys were using all those like craft beer terminologies? Like they just
use
slapped
all
a bunch
That-
of those
yeah,
words
that-
on a
that's what
bottle.
they did.
It sounds like a Bed Bath and Beyond candle.
there we go. It might taste like that. I don't know.
It might just taste like some potpourri brewed up. I don't know.
Let's see here. I'll make sure to give Josh the extra heavy pour.
Nice and heavy.
This is also still a
It's another ale.
independent. Well, it's an independent brewery still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all the ones you got are independent brewery. Maybe not Flying Dog, but the
I'm
others I think are
surprised.
all
I
independent.
could have sworn some of these guys got bought up by the big boys, but
You would think some of them would, because some of them are getting pretty big.
so this is definitely this is definitely the sipping kind with 14%.
I'm still
Was it
sipping the
11?
previous one.
11 is
Healthy.
that's a healthy.
That's high test.
It looks almost like a wine. It's coming out so
Well, because
red.
wine is like
Why is
11%.
that's
It smells sweet. It smells like the cherries.
yeah. You can definitely smell
I'm
the
going to
cherry.
finish that off.
It definitely smells like wine.
Okay.
It's probably close to a barley wine style more than
Yeah.
an ale.
There's the first.
Well, no, I don't want to drink it.
But it was only for a second, and then it went away.
They're not as heavy.
It's
Got cherries. I'm not a huge cherry guy.
You see what I'm saying when I say it's there for a second,
Yeah.
and then it's like, then it goes away. It's not great at the end, but it's like for like the first second or two, I don't know.
This reminds me of wine, like how it kind of bites a little
It's
bit.
more of a like. Have you ever had a barley wine style? Like,
Oh, here we go.
they're real heavy.
The cherry, I take that,
You got the cherry.
get that metallic cherry on your soft palate.
Never mind. The second taste was not better than the first.
See, this is
I don't hate it, but I don't think I'm going to drink more than this cup.
no, I'm not.
I'm not finishing this cup.
I mean, I'll finish this cup. I'm not going to waste beer.
Like it's.
Savage.
I know this probably sounds weird, but it's almost like how you say there's an aftertaste. Sometimes you're like, the after. It's almost. I'm going to coin a new phrase. It's the middle taste.
The middle taste.
The middle taste, because like I take a drink for a second, it's like this isn't terrible, and then something hits me, and then it's gone,
honey
and
on
then
the-
it's
honey
not
on the back
terrible
end.
again. It's that
Get the honey
middle
on the back.
taste.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's almost
but
like
do you-
it almost like it's like cough syrup a little bit.
Well, at 11%.
Like I'm not trying to knock it because don't get me wrong, someone will enjoy this.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the cherries on the
The
front end.
cherries on the front. The honey on the back is good. The cherries on the front.
It does remind me of like cough syrup a little bit. But not that bad. Like not in that way. It's just like the cherry flavor is like the cough
So
syrup.
the feeling I get when I drink this beer is, when you're drinking too much. We've all done it.
No.
Like, hey, have one more, and you have that one more, and you shouldn't,
you're like,
and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's kind of where I'm at now, with just a
Just the couple sips.
yeah.
Just a half cup.
Hey, I'm 2 sips too far in. Yeah.
And I'm gonna finish it.
Finish it. I'm a trooper over here. It's as my buddy Michigan calls it, gives you a tickle in your shorts. The 11%.
Yeah, this
Ryan,
is
by
this
the way.
is strong. This is.
But see,
gonna-
I've had some high, like 12% beer, like
Yeah.
Delirium Tremens, and I can
yeah.
pound that.
Well, yeah.
Not for long, but I can drink it.
How about 2 of those?
But this has it's like because wine is sitting around what 12-15%.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this would make me like question my life choices if I.
I feel like I get
Choose
real
to
drunk
drink
real
this?
quick on this.
well, this is also one of those beers that like someone brings over when you're a kid. Someone brings it over to your parents' house for like a holiday party, whatever party they're having, and it sits in the back of the fridge because no one liked it. And then you're having your boys over in the summertime and like, oh, let's drink these, and you wish you hadn't, but you do it anyway.
I definitely like the heavy C's more than this.
So this is definitely behind the heavy C's.
Well, the bottle says it should be served in a chalice. So
In a
maybe,
chalice.
Where the
does
chalice
it?
is, Alex.
maybe that's it.
Come on, is that why? Is that why we can't do
I
it?
think
There's
that's
no
why it's
chalice?
back.
This is
It's
bad. We got
a
solo
chalice.
cups. Costco brand solo
Classy
cups
over
too
there.
at that. We're not even
Hey.
name brand solo cups over
So is this like communion? Chalice?
It's community beer.
I believe Chinette.
Communion beer, I like it.
But it almost
Maybe if they did beer, communion,
Body of
that'd be
Christ, the cup of salvation.
I kind of feel like you could cook with it. Like it would be a good like for a roast or something
Yeah.
like that.
Ooh,
Because it gives you that cherry, but it's very wine.
Yeah, there's too much cherry in this for me.
it's too much.
And it's a
much
metallic
cherry.
cherry.
Yeah,
I think the cherry's the only part I like.
I feel like if it was a little bit
I like the
sweeter,
back end.
I would
I like
dig
the honey
it
on
more.
the back end, but the cherries.
If it was a little sweeter, I think I would. Like I think that's where this should have gone.
It's just hitting my soft palate too hard.
Yeah.
Don't skip over those important details like the chalice thing in the next bottle.
Did I apparently
You
did skip
missed the
that.
chalice. It's on the bottle and everything. Oh, there you go. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's even a picture.
Krishan's doing
in
our
a
Wikipedia
chalice.
search over here for us. Tell us. The
Don't do internet research mid podcast. Alex doesn't like that.
Which one? I'm doing it. I literally have it on the phone.
I did it one time and
Well, no, you did. Let me hold on. All right, you did internet research on me. You were doing internet research on the topic. You were doing it on me.
I believe you were the topic.
Was I? I was not the topic. I think
That
you made me the
we're
topic.
not that narcissistic. We
Yeah.
don't made ourselves the topic.
It was relevant information, if I recall.
I mean, there's probably a fair amount of narcissism in anyone that does a podcast. People think that, people care what I think. They don't. They really don't. But
I just like hearing myself talk.
Look, man, this
Put myself
beer
on
and
radio.
bullshitting. I don't get any better.
Alex may or may not listen to the podcast as he goes to sleep every night.
This, I wouldn't go that far. I mean,
the
But I put
sultry
it on,
sounds
like-
of that
You're right.
intro
You're right.
itself,
He
man.
doesn't go to sleep because it stays up. He's captivated by it.
He's got to binge it, man.
I happen to find this interesting. All right.
okay, so this one is behind the first one. So
I'm gonna get it down. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
I did finish it, by the way. I did finish it.
Almost there.
I'm not proud of myself, though. I don't even have to
I'd put this one in front
get out of here.
of the first one. Yeah.
Stop.
I
Yeah.
did not see that coming.
Especially not from you.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like a.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, they're both
They're
trudging around in them.
Oh, this one's the bottom of the barrel. That's the bottom.
You've been
row of the
swishing that
barrel.
Miller Lite
Listen,
a lot to get rid of the
here's the
taste.
thing: if I'm going to drink either one of them, why don't I just drink the one that's 12%?
I guess
You know,
that's
and
a
then
good philosaphy.
Instead of drinking two of the other
which
one,
bad
I
beer's gonna
drink
get me
one.
drunk faster.
Right. He said, look,
Okay.
I got a means to win in here.
Yeah.
I can drink one of these versus two of those.
Yeah,
Okay, all right,
I'm not going to like either one.
fair enough.
I understand that logic.
appreciate
Okay.
you.
Got you.
All right.
Got you.
What
So-
do we got up next? Please, let's move on past this one.
A winter ale.
Ooh, nice bottle.
It's Flying Dog. They
That's a nice
Pretty
listen.
cool bottle.
It's a very artsy bottle.
they always do that.
Yeah.
Although I do like the Mad Elf bottle because it looks like wrapping paper.
True story. Yeah.
I just know the more effort you put into your label, the worse your beer
A
probably
lot of these
is.
craft beers I buy based purely on the label.
They,
And
they
that's-
know that.
well, that's why they do
They
it.
totally know that.
So, yeah, it's kind of how I roll with it. But let's see.
Sometimes you got to buy them just for the look. The Old Pro from Union Brewery. I would have never bought that if I didn't read the description.
No.
that is one of the best descriptions on those.
Sometimes you just need to see the mountains are blue, and you know that's the choice to make.
First reference. 2,
How long did that take? What was the time check?
21 minutes. I'm surprised we made it that deep.
20 minutes in.
I'm surprised we're already 20 minutes into this.
Yeah.
By the way, Cheers and Spirits. Cheers and Spirits, right?
Yep.
Okay, I believe they do have
You got it
Coors
right
Light.
there.
They do.
Yeah, okay.
I saw it in there.
And
It's way
they
in the
do-
back in
they-
the.
They do have Miller
Well,
Lite too.
you know why they put that in the back? Because they know everyone goes to that, so they want everyone to walk past the things that they also want them to buy in order to get to the
Well,
good stuff.
it's like the bread and the milk in the grocery store. They put all the way in the edges to make you
Yep.
walk through.
That's
Well,
Absolutely.
Same thing with a
Light pour.
with a liquor store.
That's a really good point, Alex.
I know my grocery store marketing. All right, so this is what's flying. What is it? Flying dog? What?
It's Oh, give me a second. When I'm done pouring, I'll read it.
All right.
There you go. Someone got a really light pour, so if you want some more, let me know. We can finish that off.
wasn't-
Krishon's like, nope, I'm good.
It wasn't big.
Krishon got like 2 splashes. No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, so this is Flying Dog, and Flying Dog is out of
Fredericksburg.
Is it
not
Frederick?
not
Frederick.
Fredericksburg.
Yeah,
But then they combine with like someone else.
yeah. So
You keep saying this for every brewery. You're like, didn't
Every
they get
single
bought
one.
out?
Yeah,
Didn't they merge? Didn't they?
I got 6 chances to be right though.
That's true.
I'm playing the
1 in
odds.
16.
So wait, what was this one called?
this is freezing season, winter ale. So, yeah. Let's see. It says, "Remember what it was like to feel your fingers. Us neither. Welcome to winter." You wake up, put on 6 pairs of underwear, then go outside and enjoy your 8 minutes of daylight. So stack that firewood, crack open a freezing season, and tell seasonal affective disorder to go F itself.
We can't cuss on here.
No, you can, but this didn't. It was $,
Oh.
%,
He's
asterisk.
actually ready to leave.
Oh, okay.
He's not editing.
It's not F itself. It's actually like
Like $, percentage, asterisk, hashtag. But inside this warming winter ale always keeps the bonfire burning. So 7.4%.
Unpopular opinion right here.
So
It smells like Beast.
No way.
I don't want to. I don't
No,
want
it
to.
does not.
I don't want a beer to tell me it's going to warm me up. Maybe that's just not my.
All beer is going to warm you up. It's alcohol.
actually, I like it.
Yeah, but
I don't need to tell me that though.
not when those Rocky Mountains hit you. You know what I mean? That's the cool one. There we go.
It gets you a little warm in the cockles, right?
Gives you a little tingle downstairs.
Sure. I'm watching you. I judge what my
Oh, you haven't done it yet.
no. I judge what my initial sip's going to be like after you
I
go because
think-
we have about the same palate.
Yeah.
I think we need to do a blind taste test with you two over there. That's pretty good.
It's not that far off from the heavy seas.
No. It's a little less hoppy.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's
A little less
more
bite to it.
More carbonation, less
Yeah.
bite. Like the taste doesn't just sit on your tongue and make you feel awful.
Yes, that's such a good description. I don't feel awful drinking this. Like, I could,
Such high praise for these things.
I could, if I was at a friend's house and they were like, "You want something to drink?" and they had one of these, and I was like, "Okay, this is all you got," and they said, "Do you want a second for this?" I think I'd say, "Sure, I'll have a second."
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
I feel like
But
Josh
I'll take
should have
it for
been on his
free.
high school debate team, and they would have been a state champion just because just the BS that you could sling is amazing.
Listen, he's converted me. Like, look, I'm on board with what you're saying. So you're
That's
making
what
good
I'm
points.
saying.
I can get down with what you're saying there.
Like, it's not great,
I drink that.
but there's not a lot of awful either.
Right.
And I did like look. I also want to put
nice brown beer.
I want to put a disclaimer out there though. So, while 3/5 of this table, like our descriptions are, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing. We're not knocking it. This isn't our palate
Hold on
that we're
now.
tasting.
Hold on now. We have not. You don't assume what Krishon is going to say about
I'm sorry.
this beer.
All right. I'm not this one. I mean the other two though. He was kind of on board with what we were saying.
Yeah, I was a little on board. It's actually flat to me. Like it tastes
Really?
like a flat beer. Like it's old, not bad.
Like I thought it had more carbonation than the other ones.
I didn't get it. Maybe it should be served in a chalice, but
Does it say that?
They don't have any description.
no
They're
serving. No
Probably
serving.
Flying Dog is not as
Not, I
pretentious
was going
as
to
the
say
other
they're
one.
not quite as pretentious as the Troegs one was.
Yeah, it should be served in
The chalice.
a chalice that was built by a virgin on a Tuesday. No.
Like, another thing to keep in mind, like I'm not a fan of Heineken because it has a lot of carbonation. So would I choose to drink this? No, because for me it tastes like it has a lot of carbonation. Taste wise though, I like it better than the other two. So
I think yeah, I can agree with you there.
Yeah,
The
so
taste
far
is
this is the
probably
best
number
tasting
one.
one I've had.
how much? What's the alcohol content on this one?
7.4.
7.4.
Yeah,
That does not taste like a
No.
7.4, I'm telling you.
No. Wait, you think it tastes lighter than a 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I wouldn't
five,
know.
maybe 6 tops.
I mean, the Miller Lite we got over here is 4. So
Well, yeah. There's
I think I got
nothing
fat,
to it. It's water.
but it's still 4. I mean, we're talking half.
It's golden water.
Like pee.
Yeah.
Filtered through the Rockies.
Natural carbonation.
Well, Coors and Miller are the same company now.
Yeah, they're all
so
the same company now. Who gives a crap?
it's all Miller Coors.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Imagine if it was all made in the same plant. And they just didn't tell us.
That's plausible.
Is it though?
would they just badge engineer it like General Motors?
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Buick, Oldsmobile, Cadillac, Cimarron.
Like
like
AB
a
and
Chevy
Bev,
Cadillac.
That Silverado looks a hell of a lot like that Sierra.
Budweiser and Busch, probably the same.
It's like that for a lot of TVs. There's only a few manufacturers that actually make these LED TVs, and then they sell them to all these other.
LG and Samsung. Yeah.
They sell them to all these other manufacturers that just slap their own
Yeah.
plastic frame on
And
them.
guts.
It's
Like
all
some of the
Korean.
guts are different.
Hisense is Korean. LG is
Now,
Korean.
now we're just getting
Samsung
racist.
is Korean.
I'm about to- Don't
mean-
say stuff like that, man.
What?
They're from the country of
The
Korea.
Koreans, they don't. That's so insensitive to call them
That's
that.
who makes
They're-
it. They're,
they're
from
from
Korea.
the
They
co-
are, in fact, Koreans.
You know? Did you know Samsung makes up 25% of South Korea's GDP? So
Oh, I have no. They make cars.
They make everything, dude. They make everything.
I know. I didn't know that.
They probably
I
make
learned that on
furniture
some
over
TV
there.
show I was watching.
It's like Mitsubishi used to make everything.
Oh, hell yeah. They made all the heavy equipment too.
Yeah, Mitsubishi,
They make like from TVs to cars to
tuna fish.
pianos.
Boat
To
motors.
bulldozers, dude. They made
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, the Mitsubishi A6M0. They made airplanes.
I actually watched a little
They don't like
documentary.
it when you reference that.
Yeah, here we go.
I watched a documentary on South Korea today. I knew about the 25% thing. Made myself look real smart right there.
He's like Michael Scott. If you ever saw that episode, he read like one article
You
about
gotta
a topic,
reference it.
and now he's
Listen, I'm going to reference it 6 more times to make it sound like I
We'll
know
get
anything about South Korea. I gotta work in my South Korean references today.
All right, so the rating for this one.
This is the
I
top.
This
think
is
that
the
one-
leader.
I think that's the leader.
For
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Krishon thinks it's Oh,
Drop
man.
it. Here we go.
The 7%.
Krishon says it was flat, and I can agree with that to an extent.
I can't reach that. Can someone give me the other bottle?
I
It
will
didn't
say
break. Good stuff.
For someone who doesn't drink a ton of beer, I could definitely see that my speech is going to slur a little bit here in a few moments. And that's probably going to be on less than one beer, but they're all 7+%. And for someone who doesn't drink this kind of beer, I could see how it might get to me a little bit.
I don't.
It's getting to me.
I don't drink nearly as much beer as I used to, but yeah, it's.
But you switched to bourbon, so you should be like.
Hold on.
You should. I say you should be all right.
Now hold on. I had one day where I switched to bourbon. I haven't done day 2 of bourbon yet, so I'm not going to say it's a full switch at this
Yeah, that's
point.
definitely not a switch. What do you mean?
He bought a bottle of bourbon
About 2.
and drank it, 2.
The whole bottle.
Compare
Nice.
them.
2 whole bottles.
What kind?
So, one is a Knob Creek,
Okay.
which the Knob Creek straight
That's a good
straight
intro.
Kentucky bourbon.
Look.
The other one was, I can't remember who makes it. It's called American Honey. I think it's Wild Turkey makes it.
Dirty Bird.
Good God, it was delicious. It didn't taste like whiskey. It literally tastes like
You
I
ever
was
do a
chugging.
bourbon episode? You should get my brother-in-law over here. He's got just a wall of bourbon.
No, see, I can't have a real bourbon drinker come though, because they'll want me to drink real bourbon. I need to drink the bourbon. Like I need all beginner bourbons.
He was gonna buy, if you know bourbon, he was gonna buy Pappy, and his wife about stabbed him.
What did it taste like you were chugging? You were like the second one. You stopped yourself. You
I got interrupted.
You said it didn't taste like bourbon. It tasted like.
Like you were just pouring honey down your throat.
Oh.
It was that sweet. With
Dirty Bird can make
it
anything
tasted
delicious.
like I didn't taste whiskey in it at all or bourbon.
Is this upstairs?
It is upstairs.
Maybe some bonus content at the end.
Do we need a nightcap?
We all try this
Wait, I like where your head's at.
mysterious honey bourbon.
Double IPA.
I'm-
All right, we got
I'm
a double IPA,
all for
a
it.
coffee stout, and a nitro.
Well, I think that's official.
Let's do the
Bonus bourbon
let's do
content
go
coming up.
lighter.
Stay tuned.
Out of the solo cups.
Listen, we're not
This
fancy.
ain't a fancy show.
Probably that one versus the two stouts. The stout and the porter.
But while they get the beers together,
That one's gonna be.
I
this one's-
did,
you guys are gonna love this next one. It's gonna be so good for you.
What were you saying?
I did pay $200 for a flight of Pappy at the end of the year last year. Just was like, hey, I
Was
made
it good?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I can't afford a bottle, so I
Yeah, I
decided
thought his
to-
wife. When I heard about him, like, did she kill you? He's like, no, I didn't buy it. She told me not to.
Yeah, my wife like did a lottery for me.
That's awesome.
Because I turned 40 this year, so she was really trying to get a bottle, and she didn't know that the lottery was a lot of people trying to get.
Like thousands and
Yeah,
thousands.
thousands of people.
Because
trying
they only release a few of those.
Yeah,
You're a very soft-spoken individual.
yeah.
You gotta get you louder.
Oh,
Into
you need me louder?
Louder.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody heard you.
They heard me.
They heard
Yeah,
you quietly.
I have to.
They gotta turn it up.
They
They turn it up.
They'll turn it up a little bit.
And now they gotta turn it back down because I'm yelling in their ear. It's like, wake up!
The other one.
Butt liquor. Our
So the-
prices have never been lower.
The other bourbon I was gonna try was Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace is
Buffalo
good.
Trace is supposed to be good.
So apparently though, it's really hard to get.
Really?
So when I went to
Come
You
to my
should
house.
See Josh's face. Oh God, I wish we had a camera on his
if
face.
you
Just
want-
smelling it.
So when I was at Cheers and Spirits, a friend of ours was there, and he was saying how. And I asked him about Buffalo Trace. It just so happened he was there. He drinks bourbon. It was actually quite advantageous to me, someone who doesn't know what they're buying.
Fortuitous.
Yes. And so
One of those
I asked
SAT
him,
words.
and I brought the list. I had 2. I wanted Knob Creek, which they had, and then I mentioned Buffalo Trace. He goes, "Oh, that's a good one," but the places around here hardly ever have it.
I can bring you some.
You have some.
I have a lot of it actually.
Maybe you're the reason why it's not in the store.
He's a bourbon drinker.
I'm a bourbon drinker, so Buffalo Trace is
I am
my
a beer
favorite.
drinker, but I will take a little sip.
Well, so my criteria was though that I wanted smooth and no bite. Like I don't like the liquor taste, right?
Yeah,
Knob Creek for me was probably as alcoholic as I wanted it to taste.
alcoholic.
The people don't
That's
know.
the technical
Try a
term.
rye, like
technical
a
term.
rye from Sagamore.
So I have 2, and I
Sagamore Spirits
I
Rye
can
is
bring them over.
Sagamore,
I
my
have-
dad loves that.
I mean, it already sounds like we're setting up a a bourbon episode.
Apparently.
Well, Cheers and Spirits will be able to.
That's right.
Because I actually have
You
a
want to see
kosher
like some of the
Buffalo
cringe face
Trace.
like,
You have
like
a
he
what?
just made? That's me on
A
bourbon.
kosher Buffalo Trace.
Why's it gotta be kosher? Just because my wife's Jewish?
Because it's kosher.
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
We might.
How
We,
dare you assume?
we actually might
Mazel tov.
have to move the
I will drink the non-kosher stuff. All right, man.
we might have to move the glass enclosed Driveway Beers podcast studio to the garage for the bourbon episode, so we could also
Closed.
smoke cigars while we're doing it.
Oh,
So unfortunately, we came up with all the cool stuff right as the winter came around,
Yeah.
and we dropped from like 60 to 30 real quick.
yeah, like in a day.
we went into Maryland's first
Yeah.
winter.
All right, what do we got here? We got
So maybe we got third fall coming up. We could do it.
third fall. I like it.
I think winter's here to
Giant
stay.
flaming zombie polar bear.
It's got a cool name.
Yeah,
Atlas
well,
Brewing.
Wait. Read that again.
Giant flaming zombie polar bear. It's a
That's a
double
lot.
IPA.
A lot of words. Who makes this?
This is from Atlas. Is out of DC. Oh, they even tell you what to pair it with. 5-alarm chili, a tomahawk steak,
anything
and a
that
snow day.
anything that's gonna mask the taste of this beverage.
Yeah, because it's 75. Here's another snobby term for you. It's got 75 IBUs, which is a lot.
That's
a
off the
lot.
IBU scale.
Is that like,
Whoa, that's like the PKE reader in Ghostbusters.
Is that like when scientists use the
Let's
word
say
Kelvin
just
for
for your
temperature?
perspective, a Miller Lite's probably 0.
I believe it. I don't know anything about PKEs.
What's the
PKUs,
alcohol content?
Whatever.
A lot. 9.4.
That's not 14.
Alex, spoiler alert, you're gonna hate it.
You're gonna hate it.
Try.
Sir.
Did you smell it?
I took a sip. Oh
Look,
yeah.
Oh, you already took a sip.
So here's
Look,
the,
I'm not
I
gonna
went in for
lie.
the sip without smelling it, and it hurt my nose.
I love beer.
and I just kept going.
Double IPAs.
I just kept going.
Not my friend.
All right,
And that
Don't love IPAs.
here we go.
this smells like soap to me.
Hello, hops.
like so.
Oh my god.
This is strong. Oh my gosh.
Gosh, we need a camera. We need cameras.
Okay, that does not taste like a double though.
What is that? A single?
I mean, it's
It's
definitely
wa-
an IPA, but usually a double IPA is like,
It gets worse than this.
wow, like you're just chewing on a hop
Yeah.
right off the vine.
Alex, this one's only
It's kind of hazy.
it's only a 7.
Look at Krishon with the lingo.
Whoa, look at him pulling it out.
He read it off the can. Okay, like,
I can't drink this.
yeah, I took one sip.
Wasting beer?
0.0
I can't do
E. Like what?
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Seriously, that does not taste like a double.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the most hoppy I've ever had.
It's really not. I've had IPAs that are more hoppy than that.
Let's just let these two continue for
Nerd
a couple
out.
another minute.
We can nerd out on some beer for you.
You guys keep talking about it because I'm out. I'm out.
Tapped. He
He's
tapped out.
tapping
I'm gonna do.
He's saying
I'm gonna
he's
do a
out.
second sip just because I feel like I've
Come
been
on,
doing.
man. Got to give it at least 2. I make my kids have 2 bites of their.
I just want
can
you
take
guys
2
to see my. In
drinks.
case you forgot the face I made first time.
I gave it 2.
It's just there's no part of that any taste bud should enjoy. Like
That's actually enjoyable. I'm not going to drink a 6-pack. But
like I'm getting bad tastes off of
that's a good
areas of my
snow
mouth that I
day.
didn't even think taste buds existed.
Atlas, I'm
like
not gonna
I'm
lie.
like how
Pairing
is-
it with snow days, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
a snow day beer.
No, snow
outside
days
with
are
my kids
magical
sledding.
and fun.
There are
and
no snow
this
days
beer
anymore, by
is
the way.
none
It's
of
all
those
virtual
things.
Yeah. So
Snow days don't exist.
By the
So
way, they're
Ty
virtual,
lives right
baby.
across the street from me, and one of the things we do is in the snow. Inevitably, our children see each other outside.
I gotta go outside.
Usually, it's my children seeing his children outside, and I'm like, "Ah, damn it!" So they go outside, and then we go outside and drink beer. And this is one of those beers that would
100% correct.
go perfect with this.
Alex, you can just put this down as last for me. So
Yeah,
far.
Serious? That's-
I'm down at the bottom for me too.
That's better than the other ones.
Better than the other ones or what? The other ones we just
I
had?
think that's better than the other ones.
I think I'd choose this one over the
I would
other
choose
ones.
this one. over the other
Over,
ones.
over
Alan.
all the other 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have 2 simultaneous rankings going here.
America is disappointed right now.
America loves me. Don't.
Look, obviously, again, we're not bashing the beer. Because that's why we got people here. With
I'm sure
different
they had
palates.
really good intentions when they tried making this beverage.
Well, obviously they like it.
That's
They
what I say when my kids draw something. I'm like,
Like,
you
they
had
would
great
buy it.
intentions.
At least you tried.
Great try.
Here's the thing with
Except
beer.
my middle son, he can draw like really well. But
So here's the look. Basically, what we're saying is there are beers that are for some people and not for others. Just like everything else, right? Different taste buds, different fun, I guess.
You do
Right
you.
now,
I just
two
enjoy
have
watching.
said they wouldn't buy this. Two have said they like it better than everything else we just tasted.
now I'm not pounding this
Comes
on
out of
the
Krishon, though.
yeah.
No, I just enjoy watching Josh try to drink these. It's hilarious.
I'm not pounding this on the boat.
Oh,
like
good
this
Lord,
is
no.
You can't put no.
I think it's number 2.
okay.
All right.
Krishon,
He's coming to the dark side, folks.
This is like us and hams. we didn't think hams was that bad, and we got outvoted. We got outvoted again.
Yeah,
Because
I think
that
it's
stuff
probably
smells
the
like
second.
feet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, I'll put a little asterisk by Atlas and the Wordy Names beer.
yeah, it's got a
Giant flaming
very.
zombie polar bear.
It's too many names for a beer. All right, come on.
Hey, there's some more in here. You want it?
No. I still have some in my cup that's right over there. But can we talk? If one, I do like the can though. I like
I
the
prefer
green.
cans over bad.
Oh,
Well,
cans
I
of
like the
rock
color
all
on it.
day.
I like the green. I think it's a nice looking can. It's got 3 too many names on the can though. Like it, giant.
You know where that
flamingo,
comes from, right?
Zombie,
That comes from Game of Thrones.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
well,
there's
zombie
a white-
polar bear. It comes from Game of Thrones.
They need to knock that off.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
It's too wordy.
I've seen Game of Thrones, but that's a pretty
episode
obscure
where-
reference. Yeah, when you start a sentence with the episode, like
had
what
6
are you
seasons.
doing?
Do you remember
naming
that
it?
one?
I remember that episode because my wife almost fell off the treadmill when she was watching when the polar bear jumps out and gets the guy, and I laughed my ass off.
But I do think there's like people when they say, "Do you watch Game of Thrones?" You know, like what's coming from those. I've never watched any of them.
Really, it's good.
No.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
So Krishon, I was with you, and I hadn't seen any. I was not into it. I was like, this is just Goblin Quest. Not into it. And then when my youngest son was born, I had a bunch of time on my hands overnight because I was working. You know, I was able to. I just stayed. I took off work, so I'm just staying there feeding him. So I'm feeding this adorable little newborn baby watching Game of Thrones. So I got caught up, and all the people who were angry because I watched it in the gap, that long gap between the seasons.
I watched like seasons 1 through 7.
So I watched the entire thing. I hadn't seen it before, and like when I got back to work, I'm talking about. I was like, "Did you see?" They're like, "Oh, it's all new to you, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, it's great." So that's why
It's
like,
enjoyable. You should.
I'll
Like-
give it a try.
I highly credit like. I work out at night, so I watch Game of Thrones when I was watching. Like, I'd be on the bike and I'm like, oh, I've been on here for 45 minutes. I didn't even notice. Thank you, Game of Thrones.
I think it's like similar, like Lord of the Rings with a whole bunch of.
I've
nudity.
never seen any of them.
Well, a lot
It's
of
nothing
nudity.
like Lord of the Rings.
It's got the same
Look,
attire.
I'm a nerd. I love.
I
Lord
know.
of the
Yeah,
Rings too.
it does have the same attire.
the
right?
same
Yeah,
kind of-
that's
but
not
it's
the
but it's
same.
kind of like saying Star Wars and Star Trek are like the same. They're in space.
Like
They're not?
nerds will rumble over that stuff.
They're not the same. Star.
Oh, sure. It's like, hold on.
Them are fight words.
Hold on.
Listen, if you ever, I'm a Star Trek person. I believe Ty is a Star Wars person.
I'm a Star Wars
I
person.
enjoy Star Trek, but Star Wars, I enjoy Star Wars.
Star
more.
Trek all day.
But
Star Wars is superior in
I have
every
a
way.
caveat. I got a little
That is
asterisk.
100% correct.
I got an asterisk though. I'm a Star Trek: The Next Generation fan.
Oh, next gen Picard. I do love
Yeah.
Picard.
The,
I'll give you that.
The other ones,
Good memes.
I get into movies, but like when you get into Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and the 8 others they've come out with, you know,
I think we've gone off track here, but that's
Voyager's grown on me.
Voyager. My wife
Since-
loves
Really?
Voyager.
Since because
Really?
I didn't like it originally because I wanted another Next Generation.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that was-
and I know
that
we're
was
getting off
not-
topic here a little bit. And you
It's
guys
fine.
don't know what I'm talking about.
It's fine.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But I missed the Federation. I missed all the interactions with the Klingons and the Romulans and all that stuff that we have with Next Generation. So I was a little upset that they were all the way in the Delta Quadrant, right? But then,
Oh boy.
Whoa.
but
That out of
I
nowhere.
want you to keep going because I'm enjoying this.
Yes.
Let's do this.
But
I mean,
after
7
a
of 9,
while,
that was a fantastic character.
after a while, I was like, you know what? This is actually a really good story and a really good show. I was just not giving it a chance because I was missing all that other stuff, and I just took it for what it was, and I ended up loving it. And they just did so much good
We going
stuff.
full
You know-
sci-fi
you
nerd
wanna
here.
know what
Should I
kinda
mention
threw me
Babylon
off?
5, full sci-fi nerd.
So, the Next Generation, the the sets were bright. They weren't like on the rest of them. Everything was dark. The ship's bridge was dark. The rest of the rooms were dark. Everything was dark.
So here's
the Next Generation.
So they said like they talk about Next Generation as like, oh, it's about hope. It's about this, and then DS9 is about dark war.
In the scenes, that's what it was, man. Like everything was dark. I'm like, turn on a light.
I do like DS9.
Here's the thing with DS9. Once the Dominion War started and Cisco had to turn in from a punk to like a badass, then the show got really interesting because it wasn't just day-to-day operations of a space station. It was like, man, they're going to war with the Dominion. They're going to that was the Gamma Quadrant. The wormhole was going to the Gamma Quadrant. So it was like there was so much good stuff in there.
Really? I love
and then they introduced the Delta Flyer. And then you had the Delta Flyer, and it had a cloaking device.
What's your position
and
on
we never had a cloaking device.
Hold on. You want to wake him up real quick? Listen. Here, you want Andre Brower from The Wire.
What position's Andor? Is that like what?
You don't want to start with, so where is it?
I thought it was a position.
No, you remember Andre Bauer from The Wire?
On Disney Plus.
He was one of the captains in The Wire. Captain in The Wire.
The captain in The Wire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was he the commissioner? Maybe it was the commissioner. Andre Bauer.
Oh, he wasn't in The Wire. He was in Homicide: Life in the Streets.
Pretty sure he was in The Wire.
Andre Brower
take
was
place in
not.
Baltimore.
Anyway, he was in Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Well, who was he in Deep Space Nine?
Captain.
Andre Brower.
Cisco.
He was Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco.
Okay. I've never seen whatever show you're talking about, but I didn't
Also-
know.
Listen,
The
you
Wire?
want to get real obscure? Did you
know
watch
what? No,
Enterprise?
I've never seen The Wire. No, I never have.
Did you watch Enterprise with Scott Bakula?
No, I couldn't get it. because
Scott
here's-
Bakula. Want to
so-
know?
real obscure.
So
So
listen,
Scott
first of all,
Bakula
Alex,
he should never have done anything. Want to know why? Quantum Leap was his best show.
yeah,
Quantum-
for sure.
We've had too much heavy beer here.
These
Anytime
heavy
you want
beers
to
are
start
getting these folks.
a
I
Star
think
Trek
we're gonna
Watch
move
podcast,
on.
I'm in. First of all,
yeah.
second of all, the reason I didn't like Enterprise and all those other new shows is because they were rewriting canon and history. They were the like Enterprise encountered the Borg. No, Picard encountered the Borg in episode 1 when Q threw him to the Delta Quadrant far before they should have. I mean, listen, I know all you Star Trek nerds out there are just like salivating over this, but like I've never watched Enterprise. I haven't watched this new thing.
This guy.
They are rewriting
It's a whole new
Trek
side of
history.
him.
I thought I knew it.
I thought I knew
We need
you.
a new Trek show that just follows the blueprint
No, what
of
we
like
need
the Next Generation and
is
Voyager, and just lets it ride, man, without rewriting
Well,
all
Picard,
this
they
other
did that.
crap. Like,
They did do Picard.
Picard, they did that on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
so
Or
Picard's
Peacock.
okay because they're bringing back a lot of good people. They're bringing back
So-
Q. They're
so
bringing back
going back to Star
lore.
Wars, the actual-
They're bringing back 7 of
way
9.
back.
There's so much good
I
stuff
like
that
Star
they're
Trek, but Star
and they're. This latest season of Picard is probably its best because man, they got the whole crew back together. They got a ship. Ugh, I haven't seen it yet, but
Mike's falling asleep.
Mike's
over
head's
here.
going to explode.
We spent way too much time talking about this nerd
I
stuff.
thought this was a beer episode.
Listen,
We got a little off
we just
topic.
gained
I should
1,000
probably
listeners. You know
We
that?
got
that-
rid
yeah.
of sci-fi Star
The show notes are going to talk all about Star Trek, not
Yeah.
about beer.
Yes.
Star Trek sponsored by Cheers and Spirits.
Yes, there you go.
We got derailed. Back to topic. Giant flaming zombie polar bear. I think I derailed that. Sorry, folks. It was delicious. For double IPA.
Number one for me.
I didn't know I had the Star Trek.
that
buddy.
is
This
seriously
whole-
number one for you?
Are
Yeah.
you?
This whole time.
There's a whole different side of his
You've been Star
personality.
Trek buddies this whole time. What are you doing?
What's the next? Let's just move on to the next beer.
Is that why he left when we were nerding out the pool that one time to Star Wars and then all the wives like melted away and then Josh melted away?
It's like,
I like Star Wars, but I'm more of a Star Trek.
I Star Wars is the enemy.
I can enjoy
Whoa,
it.
sir.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I'm dropping truth bombs here. What's the next beer?
Probably the stout or the porter. Probably the stout, right?
go with the stout.
Now these are going to be some thick beers.
Yeah, these
Porters
are
and
little-
stouts. We're on to the big boys.
Stouts.
On to the big boys. I am excited
Actually,
though.
it's the lightest alcohol content we've had thus far.
Really? Which-
6.7%.
Which one is this?
The Rise Up.
The
Rise
coff-
Up.
the coffee
The
stout.
coffee one, Rise Up, makes delicious coffees.
Yeah, so this
That
one.
place is overrated.
Oh, hold on now.
Unless they're a sponsor, in
Have
which
you
case
had
I
their
love
burritos?
them.
Have you had their burritos?
Have I had the
from Mad
burritos from
Eggs?
Rise
From
Up
Mad
Coffee?
Eggs at Rise Up? Oh,
No.
goodness. A chorizo burrito? Wow.
I do like chorizo.
Dude. The tots.
Now, do they sell them at the one, the corner by us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
don't go during any
I'll
like
get me a
normal
burrito.
time you would get
I'll
coffee
get me a
because it's
burrito.
like
Lisa will get her like
there's a
lines
line
at
out
the
the door. They
door.
take online
I'll get a
orders.
delicious like 1,000 calorie burrito.
It's atrocious.
And just go for
Yeah.
it. Kids get their little tots. I'm like, yep.
Oh,
yeah,
this is
Axis, get
dark.
some of them tots.
Dude, this is like. Did anyone ever used to dip? It's like pouring your dip spit into.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm telling you,
wow.
this is going to be delicious.
I think I'm just gonna wait and watch Josh's face, just when he sees it.
Here, do you like a Guinness?
No,
Oh.
no.
No, you're gonna hate this. It's gonna be fantastic.
Oh man, this looks like the beginnings of an Irish car bomb if I've ever seen it.
Oh,
looks like
car bombs.
looks like bay water.
It has absolutely
Baywater's
no
cleaner than
smell.
that, I think.
Or am I just stuffy? I don't
It's a
know.
little coffee smell. Little
Well,
coffee
it-
smell.
A
I mean,
little bit.
rise up.
Right,
A
I
little
mean,
bit.
right,
Like
so
the
coffee
last
stout.
whatever we had last, like that hit you. You took a. You're like,
yeah.
ugh.
Coffee, little coffee in your stout there.
It's funny. I'm not a big stout fan.
Yeah, I'm not
so
a huge stout
these are like light
Yeah,
pours.
you can give me that light one right there. I don't love stouts. The next one coming though, I'm really looking forward to that porter that's sitting in that box right
look,
there.
There's still a half of this left.
I'm not
So,
a huge stout
cheers.
fan. I'm
Cheers.
really not.
This tastes like black coffee.
I can just smell coffee. That's all I can smell.
It tastes like black coffee.
Yeah, if you put a little creamer in this, it wouldn't be too bad.
I bet you. I'll tell you what.
Do you have half and half upstairs?
I do.
You should go grab it.
have Kahlua?
Oh,
No, I don't have Kahlua.
Kahlua with the beer.
What's the alcohol in this?
It's only like almost 7, 6.5, 6, 7 or
Is there
something.
caffeine in it?
Gotta be.
Yeah, I think so.
This. I mean, I
I
really
don't
want
love this.
I really want to put some half and half in this.
I don't love it.
I think this would be better
It's
with
not
half
my.
and
It's
half.
not my style. I don't love it.
It either needs to be warm or it needs over ice with half and half.
It almost tastes like it could make a fantastic White Russian out of this.
Yeah.
I mean, not the White Russians I made that one time.
No, those were bad.
So they were delicious. There were just too many of them.
Seriously, like, I wouldn't drink a lot of these, but I would enjoy the one I had.
My. What's that?
Oh, the
like
IBU.
40, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you know
like
what? Can
half-
we just
half
can we
what the
start
last
calling
one
off
What's
the
the
IBU
what is
It's
rating?
like
IBU?
bitter units or something. International bitter units.
What does that mean, though?
It's how bitter the beer is.
So the higher the number, the more bitter
higher
it
the
is?
number, the more bitter it is.
So what
the,
was that
the
last
higher
one?
the number, the
94.
more you and
And
I
this is
are
It's like
going to hate
75.
it.
The zombie
that's
bear
fair to
was
say.
like
Yeah.
75.
And this is about half.
just about half. Yeah.
Makes sense.
The closer it is to zero, the more we're going to like it.
The closer it is to zero, the more you two will like.
Yeah.
Does this have an IBU on it? Does Miller Lite have IBUs?
Why would
Yeah,
it?
they
Probably
have to
not.
because it's zero.
So
I'm not a coffee lover, so I don't love this.
I'm a coffee drinker, and I think that if I had some, like if Alex said I'll run upstairs and get the half and half, I'd be like, do it. Alex is not saying that, and being as this is not,
Yeah, look, my fridge is your free ring.
it's so far away.
It's on the, which is why I'm not getting up to get it.
Listen, when he goes upstairs to get the bourbon, he'll bring it down just so we
There
can
you
try
go.
it.
There you
you
go.
go.
That'll be the bonus content at the end of the
Because
episode.
I almost want to make an iced coffee with like a bunch of sugar and like,
Oh, I bet that would be good.
So wait,
so we get
It
bombed
really,
in
like
the
I'm
morning.
not getting beer. This is coffee.
chemistry
I like
chemistry wise, what would half and half do to this?
Make it better.
Like, would it make it taste bad?
Is that
Sweeten
chemist?
it up a little bit?
Is that
I mean,
chemistry?
he's just looking to sweeten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all he's saying. Like,
I
and
mean,
whether it's half and
just
half.
like
whether
I don't
it's-
drink-
Like your point that it tastes like black coffee. That's what it
Yeah.
tastes.
I don't
like. It
drink
tastes like
black coffee.
But if you put half, like for me, half and half, it smooths out black coffee for me.
So I don't drink black coffee. I like coffee with half and half.
Right, me too.
So
I don't like coffee, so that's why I don't like this one.
When I get the bourbon, I'll bring some down, and we'll see.
It falls in the realm of I drink a lot of coffee. It's like a cold brew.
yeah, that's yeah.
It's exactly.
And
a
I don't like
brew
cold
with-
brew coffee.
Yeah.
I want it hot, but if I'm gonna drink a iced coffee, I want it ice. I want it to be like a milkshake.
Yeah.
Like if we could spin this into a milkshake, like that you can get drunk off
A little
of.
boozy milkshake.
Yeah,
There's a
Yeah.
burger place in Baltimore, Abbey Burger, that makes delicious boozy milkshakes. By the way,
Oh, wait,
if you're
who
ever
ma-
in the mood for a boozy milkshake,
Who makes
always
it?
in the mood for boozy milk. This is
delicious tots there as well.
this is evolution.
Oh, if you ever,
Where
if
they
you
at?
ever have a chance,
Yeah, we were
go
supposed to
Abbey
read all
Burger.
this stuff, weren't we? We
Yeah,
did.
where are they out of?
Crazy. meats.
Evolution is
Where is Evolution? I think they're out of.
That Frederick.
It's like Salisbury. Salisbury. It's not
I feel
Salisbury.
like Evolution is Eastern Shore or Virginia.
I think it's Salisbury.
Salisbury. You're right.
Salisbury.
Yep. Krishon with one 6.7%.
I'm surprised they don't put the caffeine on there because there
There's
has to
definitely
be caffeine here.
I mean,
Yeah.
how coffee
It's
that
got to
is.
be on there.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not on the bottle.
Yeah,
No?
not my style. But if you like coffee, you'd like that. I just don't like coffee.
I like coffee, but I like, I'm not a coffee snob. Like, I want my medium
you want your
hot coffee.
Americano.
No, I want medium from DD from Dunks with cream and sugar. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah,
Like, be like,
I
oh,
drink coffee.
do you want the mocha
Like,
caramel
Like, no, I
macchiato?
don't want
No.
that.
I want a medium with cream and sugar.
like my secretary made fun of this morning. She's like, I'm going to Starbucks. You want anything? I'm like, yeah, just give me sweet tea. She's like, sweet tea. What? I'm like, yes, I don't want any of that coffee.
I'd be interested to see how it would taste, kind of dressed up like coffee. With
Yeah,
some
I think it's a
half and
worthy
half
cause.
or sweetener or
Worthy?
something
I
like that. Yeah.
Worthy? We give
Like, this should be something I could, like, pretend was actual coffee like,
You
at a
could
kid
pretend it's actually
at a
coffee.
kid's game.
Ah, there you go. See, just bring the Yeti. Nobody knows what's in there.
Yeah.
Especially if it had
not
like
while
a-
I was coaching.
Especially if it had
While I'm
like
a spectator.
if it had like a lesser caffeine content, so you get only a little bit of caffeine, but you want something that like makes you feel a little bit nice.
Right, but if you drink this,
That's
do
a night.
you have to poop right away?
I guess we'll find
I
out.
guess we'll see, right? It's
I was like, hold on.
We got breakfast.
Stay
there.
tuned, folks.
That'll be in the extended cut.
Because, like, in the morning, I drink, on the Patreon site.
Right.
Did Mike poop? Now we have to start a Patreon.
Look, listen. We want to know something?
Or an OnlyFans.
make more money on that
Money
one.
on that. There's some sick folks out there.
Wait, you want to see a
Make some
fat
money
guy
with that.
poop?
Listen, we don't.
No, I'm not doing that. How much you gonna pay me?
How much? All right, I can use that for that one. Sure.
We don't advertise it, but we do have a space on the website where people can donate to the show, like a Patreon. Difference is Patreon would take 40%, where on the website we get paid. We get charged a credit card fee like 3%. So
Yeah.
that's why we don't have Patreon, because I ain't giving 40% to nobody. Although 40% of
40%
zero
is zero is zero.
Why not just like
3%
PayPal or
zero.
Venmo?
We do. We have PayPal on the website.
Right, but then you don't have to worry about the fees.
PayPal makes you. They charge the fees because of the
Not
credit
that they,
card service.
hey, we're friends and family, okay?
Friends
Just
and
check that friends and family link, okay?
If you're listening to this show, you're a
you're
friend or a
friends
family.
Right. Although I think with my PayPal account, because it's a business account, they got rid of friends and family for business accounts.
Oh,
So you can't use it like a
loopholes, man.
personal
You gotta find a
account.
loophole.
I had to create another PayPal account for my personal stuff. So there's that
Alright.
sad news.
So where are we with this one? What's the rating?
For me, this is one.
It's not,
That's one
What
for
do you
you.
mean?
It's number one. Yeah.
No.
It's kind of last for
my
me.
top
Kind
guy.
of last for. I don't love coffee, so that just last for me.
See, I'm weird that I like stouts and I like porters, but I
I
don't.
love porters.
Oh.
I don't love stouts.
Or I like Miller Lights and
Yeah.
I like. I'm on the extremes.
Yeah.
The middle stuff in the middle for me just doesn't do it.
I'd put this at 2.
So there's so
Two.
we have one group at last.
Yeah, I'm not,
The sophisticated. Krishon, where are you?
the sophisticated palate folks over here.
The bourgeoisie. over there.
Bourgeois.
I think I agree with Alex. It is number one. In
Really?
my book.
All
Yeah, I
What?
think it takes over.
Krishon over here, he's a wild card. You never would know where he's gonna go.
No, I'm also I'm a regular coffee drinker.
I mean, I drink coffee all the
day.
time. If I don't drink coffee, people I'm probably not safe to be around. However, like I said, I just want dunks with cream and sugar. I'm not looking for sophistication anywhere.
Large black sweet tea, man, with some sugar. That's all
So
I need.
here's a good question: Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks?
Dunkin' Donuts all day.
Yeah.
Dunkin's way better.
Dunks every day.
Yeah, me too.
Dunkin's way better.
Starbucks to me tastes burnt and bitter, but apparently it's done that
Look,
way on
I don't
purpose.
drink coffee, but like just as the tea at Dunkin' is like leaps and bounds above
Yeah.
freaking Starbucks.
I agree. Like, I don't even think it's a contest. Like, I don't understand why people line up for Starbucks.
White girls love Starbucks.
It doesn't taste good though.
But white girls don't have taste buds.
I guess.
I made so much fun of people who brought
I think
stuff
they
today.
buy it for the cup. Like, they want to
They
have
do.
the brand.
They were so excited today. She was so excited that she got a red cup.
It's like
I was
the-
like, you are so white right now.
It's like the basics. The basics all of, ooh, let me get my PSL. I'm gonna put my tall brown boots on and my flannel, and I'm gonna get a PSL from Starbucks.
He was wearing all brown boots today too.
But if you
I just drew a picture of this woman. I've never seen her before. Don't know her. I knew exactly what she looked like.
But if you go to Starbucks and you see the ratio of actual coffee to whatever, whether it's
ice
milk,
cream that's masquerading as coffee.
milk
yeah,
or
yeah,
ice
yeah.
or sweeteners. Most people aren't getting coffee; they're getting milk.
And then
Getting
there's
dessert in a cup.
and then
Yeah.
there's drink. They've got like 750 calories in them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
no
yeah.
joke.
Yeah. Well, it's because all the
like,
milk.
They don't
Yeah.
pay attention. Like I'm not
And
drinking
the
that
sugar
crap.
and the cream,
Yeah.
the whipped cream.
Here's your meal in your small cup.
Yeah, like those. You ever see those like Bloody Marys that have like an entire chicken?
Oh yeah.
Like that's better for you than.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
At least you're getting some protein out of the chicken and bacon.
Very sweet.
and vodka. Do a Bloody Mary
love me a
episode.
Bloody Mary.
Do some.
Oh,
Michelob.
Bloody
Homemade
Mary.
vodka.
By the way, you need to go pick up
Homemade
this
vodka. Have you
Watson
had
kid.
that?
The what?
You need to pick up this Watson kid because he just scored, I think, his second touchdown of the night. He's got 5 in 2 games.
I guarantee you,
We've
he's
got
not
some
available.
serious ADD going on.
Yeah, we
tonight,
just
folks.
switched to football.
He is not
Wow,
available.
all over
We
the
told
place.
the people we
are
were watching
all
the
over
game.
place, and I love it.
I don't think we did.
We told them.
This is legit
Someone said
driveway
it.
beers right here. We are all over the place, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Listen, everyone knows. Like,
Watson's not available on waiver.
yeah.
No way.
Really?
Anyway, I really want this porter that's in the box, so let's move on.
All right, move on. And don't worry about veering off topic. We have.
Oh, I don't care.
This is going to be show number 87. We haven't stayed on a topic yet.
It's fantastic. This
No
is
one
from
expects us to stay.
forward.
Anyone who's been listening for 87 episodes, no, we're not staying on
Oh,
topic.
yeah, we're adding to the Adderall shortage.
Listen,
in the
we're
country.
still drinking the beer. It's
Oh,
still
it's
happening.
delicious.
No, nobody has him. I'm not making a trade. A trade my injured, broken Cooper Cup for this guy.
Do it.
If you can find someone dumb enough, hell yeah.
Not in this league,
Oh, money league? No, you're not. Gonna
Maybe
buy
the
any
neighborhood
for
league.
dummy
but
or a money.
sorry, there's 3 members in the league sitting right here.
Hey, wait a minute.
Actually, he might be
Forward
available in
Brewing
that
is
league.
I could use him next
expensive
year,
place.
even though it's not a
Forward is
even though it's
expensive,
not a
but they
dynasty
are-
draft. Dynasty
For a
league.
young brewery, like they're on point.
Which one? Forward?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Forward
they have
is
some
on
good stuff,
point.
but it's
So-
just too expensive.
So we tried a forward beer, and our good beer episode,
yeah.
and we all loved it. I remember that one. That one, there was not one person who thought it was bad.
They made
bad
one not last year, but the year before for Thanksgiving. It was like a cranberry beer. I feel like my brother-in-law and Smitty and I, we bought them out. It was
Really?
so good.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is Thanksgiving in a glass. Thank you.
Yeah,
And they didn't make it last year, and we were like, why the hell didn't you make that?
my issue is my issue is with Krishon, like what Krishon said.
I was like, I got it. He said he got an issue with me.
Yes, I do have. I have major issues with you.
Yeah.
My issue with forward is the same as what you said. For a 6-pack, it's probably like 12
It is
bucks.
pricey. It's pricey. It is.
Hey, I don't know if
Like, I'm not buying a ton of them, but I'm not gonna lie. My brother-in-law is a member there, and he buys them. And I like, hey, I'm gonna mooch off of you for a couple
Right.
of these.
And I
But-
like their location. I've been there a couple times.
Oh yeah, their
but-
location's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice. But if you
Like
go,
you're going
it's,
out to
yeah,
dinner,
it's
you
like
go there
$30
first.
for
Oh, at
beer.
least, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll like my wife and I love going to Lunas.
Oh,
Luna's.
Oh,
so we need one more cup.
Wait, how do we pronounce the name of that restaurant?
It's Luna's.
Luna's.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's not Looney's.
No, it's not Looney's.
It's a Luna's. Delicious steakhouse in Annapolis, by the way.
But Forward is like literally
many
across the
cups?
street.
Yeah,
It's around the it's like
Yeah.
like 100 yards away.
There's definitely a bar called Looney's.
Well, there's a bar
In
called
College
Luna's, but
Park.
this place is called
Yeah.
Where you get all the Coors
This
Light
is
you
a
want.
steakhouse called Luna's, which is delicious.
You're taking your lead here from someone who calls the gummy bears Haribo and not Haribo. So I'm just like that's who you're getting in bed with.
Wait, this one right here?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't
I
it,
was always-
isn't it Haribo?
Haribo, yes, not Haribo.
I mean, who cares about the emphasis on the wrong syllable? It's fine.
But you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I'm
You put the wrong
pronouncing it
emphasis.
in the British version.
Where are you from?
British
Philly?
I forgot what other word. Like I remember you said it. I'm just like looking at you, going, "What the fuck did you
What
just
did you
say?"
say right now?
I don't know.
Like, I have no idea what that is. Oh, you mean that?
But you know what I was talking about.
Eventually, took me a minute.
Haribo.
All right, so this is from Forward Brewing in Annapolis. First Light Nitro Porter with coconut. I love it.
And it's in a can. I think
It's in a can. It's going to be way better.
This can looks Annapolis. It's just, you know
Coconut
what I mean?
porters.
It's sleek. It's
Come on, everybody loves a coconut porter, man.
oh, it's just coconut.
So good.
Let's not paint broad strokes.
I love coconut porters. If whatever you don't drink, I'll drink.
That
it's
nice
a
can.
sexy can though.
I mean,
It
it really
is.
is.
The
It's
all
really-
black
like, you want to
with
buy
the
that
with the
can.
Yeah,
white,
you want
white,
you want
white
to
lettering.
You want to have that
I
can.
want you.
It's like whoever designed this can like
good
drives
job,
an
sir.
Audi.
That is true. It looks like an Audi can.
It does. Like if an Audi was drinking a beer, it would be drinking a beer out of this can.
Yeah, very true.
And this is
Thanks.
And as we're going down the alcohol scale, this is the lowest alcohol content we've had, 5.2%.
This smells like a wine.
What is no?
We're back to the cherry wine smell.
That smells like that smells delicious. That smells freaking delicious. I am excited for that one.
Jesus.
I'm put off by the smell.
Can we just give Ty some privacy for a second?
Hold on.
Because he's,
Give me a minute. It won't take long.
Ty's about to have relations with the microphone there.
He said, "Just give me a minute. It won't take long."
I was waiting for somebody to pick up on that one. Nobody. I laid that up for you.
He's about to have a.
Come on.
He's about to have an orgasm.
Of course.
See, everyone knew what I was talking about.
So here's what I'll say about this. To me, this is more Guinnessy than
I wanted more coconut on it, but it's still good.
this. Feels it's not
Oscar Blues does it better.
thickish.
The coconut
Feel
porter from
like
Oscar
to you
Blues.
a
is
little
better.
Yes,
bit?
it is thick, and that coconut is prominent.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like I could use more coconut.
This is definitely.
I'd like it more if it had more coconut.
I could use more coconut.
You're gonna think I'm nuts. This tastes like an Almond Joy.
That's why it's
I
I've
love
never eaten an
almond
almond joy.
What?
What?
I don't like almonds.
How about
Have you had a mound?
Have you had
Yeah,
a
mounds?
Mounds?
No, nope.
What?
Nope.
There's no almonds in the mounds.
I don't like
Almond
coconut.
Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Did you never
Is
see the commercial?
either of these have coconut in it?
Yes,
Both
they
of them.
have
Oh, and I don't like coconut.
So you
well,
definitely won't like
that's
this
what you
one.
need to lead
Well,
with.
I'll be honest with you. Can I be perfectly?
It's about coconut. The lead
Troy-
with it. I don't like coconut.
right? Here's the thing. I don't taste a lot of coconut in this.
It hits me right when
I could use more coconut.
I don't. They're
Like,
saying
it's
more.
good.
I can't.
I like it. I'll drink 4 or 5 of them.
I'd want like coconut shavings on top
But
of this.
have you ever had the Oscar Blues version of this?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Because I'm not
tell
a,
us,
I'm not
Ty.
a
Tell
porter.
us.
it's way better.
I've never been a porter guy,
You
but
be quiet, sir.
the coconut porter I can get down with.
Hey Josh, have you ever had the Oscar Blues?
Hold on.
I couldn't drink a bunch of these, but this is definitely a good good beer to drink
It's a
for
dessert.
dessert. Yeah.
It's a dessert beer.
I'm not waiting for I'm not hoping this is over for this. Like I will finish this. And I would finish a can of it.
See, I
But
don't.
again, it's heavy though.
And see, I don't buy into this whole oh man, this is a dinner beer, this is a dessert beer, and I guess because
You
the Coors Light's universal, right? Like
I don't think you're not drinking Coors Light with cake.
Mike, did you taste that?
you,
that beer
you
that
sure
I got
as
at Michigan,
you sure as hell can eat
outside
drink a
the
Coors
mint
Light
one?
with cake.
Did I give you
You
one of
can
those?
drink a
The
Coors Light with
Shamrock one?
anything.
I don't think so.
Oh, I got
Thank
one of
you,
those last.
Krishon. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a Girl Scout
got
Thin
two
Mint in a can.
conversations.
Girl Scout Thin Mint in a can. It's delicious.
Painful on the ears for everybody.
Right. Well,
What makes you think
Oh.
I care about that?
here's what I'm saying.
And
Coors Light goes with
because it's a
everything.
show where people are
Oh,
listening
fine,
to.
I guess, all
I
right.
apologize, but Coors Light goes with everything.
Except
I would
for
rather
taste.
drink this with a pie than Coors Light.
The coconut in it definitely.
I will say,
Dessert.
if we're talking about winter beers,
Yeah,
this
is
isn't
the number
one.
This
It's not
is the winter beer right here.
No,
said this is
winter.
Winter, yeah. This is
This,
the winter.
this
beer.
isn't a winter.
This is a winter
You don't.
beer.
You don't
You don't
put
get coconut in
coconut
winter.
in winter.
Coconut porter.
It's
No,
like
it's
a
winter.
Coconut is tropical.
See, for me,
To
the
me,
coconut.
dark coconut, like the dark beer with coconut, that's winter.
Coconut itself is not winter.
Dude, like,
What are these called? I have little symbols on my
Maracas.
fingers. What are they called?
is that Maraca?
No, they're not maracas.
No,
maracas
maracas
is
are shakers.
Maracas are this. What is that?
Symbols.
symbols.
They're
I
symbols,
don't
but
know.
I think they have a name.
Whatever. The thing they do when they're flamingo dancing.
But
Yeah.
whatever. I'm being tropical right now, and that's what this beer really is.
It is good though.
right,
I enjoy it.
I'm not drinking this on the beach.
This would be number 3 for
Rick,
me.
you wouldn't drink this on the beach? That coconut, man. I'm telling
No,
you.
it's heavy. It's heavy.
It's heavy, but
It's heavy
the
for the
coconut,
beach.
the coconut
You don't-
makes
you
it
don't
light
drink
for
anything
me.
heavy on a beach.
I mean, it's delicious. I
The
like it.
coconut.
I wish it was more coconut.
I thought coconut in a beer was going to be awful. I really enjoyed this one.
I love anything coconut. I'm not gonna lie.
I would like to see what like some cream would do to this. Like
I think that's the second request for some half
All
and
right.
half.
I'm going to go get the half and half because I'm going to go get the bourbon. But we do have 6 beers. We got to grade them as they stand, not with the half and half
gotcha.
as they sit out of the bottle or out of the can.
Have you been keeping track of everyone's score?
Not really.
Okay,
We got the
so now
rating system on the floor.
everyone has
I've
to
only
remember.
got 4 beers in it.
Hold on,
There's only 6
well,
beers.
the
We all
Rise Up's in
remember.
front. Like
Oh,
the
wait.
Rise Up was kind of in. We kind of disagreed.
That's
on the Rise
right.
Up.
Yeah, because
Can
we
you
agreed to
sit them?
disagree.
Can you just sit them all up here so we can kind of see
Yeah,
them?
yeah, yeah. Hold on. Give me a sec. I've been dropping them.
And can you put them in the order that we drank them from left to right?
For you? As
is
from my
very
perspective or
specific
yours?
request.
My perspective, because there's more people on this side of the table.
Now, here's the other thing we're going to have to do. After we do our rankings and the goodbyes, we're going to have to end this episode.
Then have some bonus content.
But then we'll start up the bonus
right.
content
Oh, I
to
like
this
bonus
episode.
content.
This is the OnlyFans bonus content.
This is not the OnlyFans. Here's the problem, though.
who's showing their feet for the OnlyFans?
The extended version of this episode is still going to be free because I don't really know how to make it paywalled. So, and I don't think anyone's paying for the
kind
paywall
of it?
content anyway. So
I think there's.
it'll just
one in
be
the
a
middle, one or
supplement
two.
episode, or I'll just smash it all together. I don't
Okay.
know.
Zombies.
Well,
I was
let
just
the editors
talking to
figure
you.
that
Hold
out.
on. Here you go.
Right.
All right, so
That's
let's
how
do
we
it.
had them. Here, that's how we had them. There you go. That's how we had
So
them.
it was Heavy Seas, Winter
was Heavy
Storm, the
Seas.
first one.
It was the Mad Elf, the Polar Bear, the Rise Up, and then the Coconut Porter.
That's only 5. We drank 6.
Rise Up for the
missing one? What are we
coconuts.
missing?
The Atlas one.
No.
And
That
then
one, get
the
outta
one with the
here.
with the purple.
the Flying Dog.
Oh, there you go,
label,
Flying
the-
Dog. There you go.
Yeah.
We kind of said that was the second one we had. There you go.
Yeah.
Heavy Seas, Flying Dog. No.
I don't know. I wrote it down like
Yeah, that's the order in
Yeah,
which
No,
we
that's,
drank them.
those are 2 winter storms. There's one with like a purple around
God, man.
the neck of the bottle.
Yes.
There it
Freezing
is.
season.
There you go.
Freezing.
That was
season.
3rd.
That was.
I don't know why, but it looks
Is
like
that
I wrote.
third?
Yeah. Because
It looks like I wrote down frozen semen.
The frozen semen. Good lord.
My handwriting's awful. All
All
right.
right, so that's the order we.
That's what
drank
you're
it in.
drinking. You're recording for the wrong
Oh,
medium.
Oh, hold on.
That's for the OnlyFans. That's a different clientele. So we got Heavy Seas, Winter Storm, the Troegs, Mad Elf, Flying Dog, Freezing Season, the Atlas 8,000 name beer,
the Game of Thrones beer. We'll just call it the Game of Thrones.
the Rise Up Coffee Stout from Evolution,
References one scene.
and then the Forward Brewery Coconut Porter is what I called it. Well, I'll go first. Why not? For me, the Coffee Stout was number 1. The Porter was 2. The Freezing Season was 3. Heavy Seas was 4. Troegs was 5. And the Atlas one, you'd have to waterboard me to make me drink it. So,
All right.
All right. Okay.
so that's my order. I got so again. Let's see. Rise Up number 1. The Forward Coconut Porter is number 2. Although those could flip for me. Flying Dog, Freezing Season's 3. Heavy Seas, Winter Storm is 4. Troegs, Mad Elf is 5. And the Atlas 10,000 Names is 6.
Really?
So are you keeping track of everyone's rating?
Yep.
Are you going to give so like number 1 could get 1 point, make it like golf, the lowest score wins.
Okay, so
we rank it 1 through 6.
everything's
Low
gonna
rank
be
it.
points.
Score wins.
1 through 6,
We'll
and
just
whichever
total
beer
up
gets the
everyone's
lowest
points,
score
right?
wins.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll total
Yeah.
up the points.
Yeah, there you go. Low score.
So,
All right, so what's Josh? You go.
all right, this is gonna be tough because I
Just
Okay.
can I rank them all 6?
so I believe the freezing season, whatever the one with the crazy colorful bottle,
Flying Dog.
There you go.
the Flying Dog, that was number 1. I guess Rise Up would be 2.
Did it need
The
some
Annapolis can would be 3.
half and half? Did it need half and
Annapolis
half
can.
though?
The Audi
Did Rise
can.
Up need half and half?
The Audi can would
The
be
Audi
3. We'll just say the Polar Bear is 4, Winter Storm 5, and Mad Elf 6.
So you're saying Atlas is number 4? The other can,
The other can.
the one you could barely drink.
Hey,
Listen,
all right,
man.
Hey.
all right.
Listen, man.
look,
All
we
right.
count votes no matter what happens.
Huh.
Just like
Just
the
leave it
government.
that
So
way.
was Troegs or Heavy Seas number 5 or number 6 for you?
Troegs was number 6.
So Troegs is the
Wait, was Troegs the cherry one?
Cherry
it's the Mad
one,
Elf,
yeah.
yes.
Swap Troegs and Atlas.
So Troegs is 6.
Yeah. I could,
No, you got Atlas is 4.
Right. And Troegs is 6. And I just said flip them.
So you want Troegs is 4.
Yep.
Atlas is 6.
Yep.
And that makes your Heavy Seas 5.
Yep. Winter Storm should be 5. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Krishon.
All right, I'm gonna go with Forward, the coconut one as number 1.
Talk louder.
Coconut as number 1.
Gotcha.
Rise Up number 2. I think Freezing Season is 3. The Game of Thrones can is number 4. Winter Storm 5, and that cherry. I don't want to say it's trash, but that's number 6.
Doesn't hit your palate right, is how we're phrasing it.
Ty, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go with Forward. The Porter's number 1, definitely. Zombie Polar Bear. Game of Thrones beer, number 2. Freezing Season 3. Heavy Seas 4. I guess the Rise Up would be 5, and the Mad Elf would be 6 for me.
Wait, hold on. Troegs is the Mad Elf, right?
Yeah, Troegs.
So
Not my
you
favorite.
put the Mad Elf as 4, right? Okay, whatever.
Man, you're writing it down.
Okay. All right, Mike.
I stopped paying
Okay,
attention.
number 1, Zombie Polar Bear beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Worst.
No, I thought that was good. That was a nice double.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Number 2 is Freezing Season.
Okay.
3 is Heavy Seas. Cat 5, the Winter Storm. 4 is the Forward Coconut Porter.
Okay.
5 is I'm going to go with the coffee beer. And
Got it.
6 is the Troegs Mad Elf.
All right, I'm going to add them up. Talk amongst yourself while I do the math.
I'll tell you, that Game of Thrones beer really needed my 6 to bring it down with
it
2
probably did.
number 1 rankings.
No, it's number 2.
Oh, yeah, number 2 for
number
you.
2.
I
So it's not finished number 1.
Yeah,
You can't-
Porter. It's not finished
can't.
number 1. Porter. I love Porter, so it's
can't. I tanked it on purpose.
did.
See, I just
Terrible beer.
like the thing is the Rise Up to me is not beer; it's just cold coffee.
That's
Well,
a good
but it
point. It's
wasn't
like
awful,
cold brew.
right?
It's like
That's why
alcohol
I
cold brew.
that might have been like.
But the thing is,
3
I
for
like
me.
I like a lot of
Might have
Troegs
been
stuff,
2.
but Mad Elf just didn't hit right.
Yeah, Dad did.
So, however, if I wanted a beer, I open the fridge.
Yeah,
There's that, and I want a beer. I got to go with Mad Elf.
And see, this was more of a least worst to most worst. You know what I mean? So it's like,
You're still playing the last episode. We're playing the first episode.
well,
here. The
Coors
results
Light.
are
We got to
in.
do a Coors Light, Miller
no,
Lite, Busch
hold on,
Light,
Mari.
Light.
Hold on,
Oh,
Mari.
wait, in one day we can get votes in one day, and
One
then we
day.
continue.
He counted those votes very
Whoa.
quickly.
They're all
Counted those
counted.
quick.
The Cal counted and valid. All right, so last place, and I think we all know, it's the Troegs Mad Elf. You gave that a 4, but you brought that score up. You brought
And that was
score
only
up.
after you talked me into switching it, by the way.
All right. Next to last, so now we're number 5, the Heavy Seas.
Really? Okay.
It got, highest was a
kinda
3,
average,
lowest
all
was a
right.
5. So no one labeled it last, but no one put it above number 3.
So far, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
And then number 19, with 19 points, is the Atlas Game of Thrones beer.
Game of Thrones should have been higher than that.
So that
It's
was
okay.
third worst or
third
fourth
worst.
best.
Third worst.
I'll give it.
The Rise Up Coffee Stout Evolution with 15 points. Now I do kind of want to say, look, Troegs came in last place by a lot, like 20.
None of us liked it.
No, it was 6 points from number
None of us
5.
liked
Okay, Rise Up Coffee Stout from Evolutions, yeah, it's 15 points, so that puts it at number 3. And then only separated by 1 point.
Hold on. So what are the two? What are the two left?
We
have-
have the flying dog.
Flying Dog Freezing Season
Was my number 1.
and the Forward Coconut Porter,
There's no way the
which I
coconut
don't
crap
remember. I
beat
don't remember
by.
what the name is.
No
What
way.
they call it something?
First light.
First Light Porter. The winner is
Come on.
the First Light
Oh God.
by Forward Brewery. Second
Coconut.
place was Flying Dog Freezing Season, though. 11 to 12 on the point
They
scale.
only voted
It was a
for
nice one.
So
because of the
those-
It was a
can.
tight
two-
race, folks. It was a tight race. A recount.
And those
Gotta
two,
go to runoff.
so there were three classes of beer here. You had those two at 11 and 12 points apiece. Then you had Rise Up and the Atlas one. They were separated only by 4 points. And then you kind of had Heavy Seas. There was 2 points less than the Atlas. And then you had Troegs at 27, which is 6 points off of
Yeah.
all of it.
Not good.
Now, first to last place, though, that was 16 points difference. So that's
impressive.
a big difference right there.
That's impressive.
So, I mean, congrats to Forward in this official vote.
It's official.
It is official.
It's a good beer. I just when I look at them like, if I'm reaching for like a beer tasting beer, it's not gonna like I'm gonna go for even though it's hoppy.
Yeah.
So
I will say the more consistent beer of all of them was the Freezing Season. I mean, you're talking it got ranked 3-1, 3-3-2.
Okay.
And then you had the Forward one, which was 2-3,
The one. You were the
1-1,
one.
4. So it got 2 first place votes, which kind of helped it out.
Who else voted
But
it one?
it got number 4 though.
Who else voted? Wait, there was 2-1 votes for that?
It was Krishon and Ty gave it first place for the coconut porter. I gave
Oh, for the
it,
coconut porter.
and I gave it number 2.
yes,
You
that-
gave
It
it
was
3.
good.
it wasn't terrible,
I gave it
but
4.
okay.
I like
so,
the coconut porter, man.
Alex, let's go. I want to go
My
around the horn
favorite
on this
winter
one.
beer.
I want to go around the horn on this one real quick. Alex, when you go to the liquor store, are you buying any of these beers versus something else that you like ever?
Yeah. I would buy the coconut porter or the Rise Up Stout.
Text me when you do.
So the Rise Up Stout is only a 4-pack.
be waiting for a while.
I think I will.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm just gonna, my answer is no.
I mean, am I buying over Miller? No, Miller's there's a lot of factors that go into this. Miller Lite's cheaper. I could get more of it.
So is your answer yes or no? Now you sound like you're
What,
changing.
that I would buy it?
Right. No, I'm saying, will you buy it? Do you see yourself buying any of these beers anytime soon?
If I was buying something stronger than Miller Lite, yes, I would buy it.
Alex is running for political office. soon,
Well,
too.
it's not like I buy
Well, answer
other
the question.
things.
Just answer
I
the
buy
question.
other things sometimes.
I would buy the coconut stout. It would probably take me a month to drink them. Like any of them. Really, these are like one beer.
Yeah, these aren't-
Yeah, these
types
are
of
not
beers.
like you're
These
not
aren't
drinking.
You're
a
not
bunch of
watching football and drinking this.
You're not drinking 6 of these. So
No, this
yeah,
is
but
one,
the
two.
Yeah, we are.
That's just also true.
the coconut
Alright.
one.
So I would buy the coconut one, not that particular coconut one. The Oscar Blues is better. But yes, the coconut porter, yes, I would buy that.
Can you get that at Cheers and Spirits?
Yes, you can. Oscar Blues is a very popular
Alex,
brewery.
where are Cheers? Where is Cheers and Spirits?
They're in the Arnold Station
Oh.
in Arnold, Maryland, right off of Ritchie Highway, across from the CVS.
1460.
1460 Ritchie Highway. Mike, what say you? We'll give you the last word and
Zombie
close us out.
porter.
So if I might get Zombie Polar Bear again. However, if I'm going to the liquor store, I'm probably going to buy a 12-pack of Guinness Blonde.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
This is what I'm doing. That's my house beer. It's applicable to all seasons. Now, if I'm going fishing on the boat or out with Josh on the old pontoon, probably just going to grab some MLs. Keep it simple. But yeah, so beer situationally. But I can see myself drinking the Zombie Polar Bear outside on a cold day. While my kids are getting wet and fighting and trying to put their gloves on 8 million times because for whatever reason they have to take them off.
Yeah, it's wet. They gotta shake the snow out.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Even though the way I put them on in the first place, had they just left it that way,
Yep.
there'd be no snow in the gloves, but they had to go
Correct,
and move
sir.
it somehow.
100% correct.
But yeah, I get that, but I'm probably not buying some of the other ones just because it's not my thing, So
Well, and that's the takeaway from this whole episode. You could tell from our rankings. Other than one beer, everything else got at least a 3, right? So just because we say we don't like a certain beer doesn't mean that you shouldn't go try it. And just because we said we really do like something doesn't mean you're going to like it. These beers are definitely, in my opinion, they're taste bud dependent. So the best thing you can do, though, is you go into Cheers and Spirits. You talk to the owners over there who have graciously sponsored this episode and just say, hey, look, this is what I kind of like. And and they'll point you in the right direction over there.
Yeah, because they helped me pick these out. Because again, like, you know, I have a more sophisticated beer palate, but I'm not getting into porters and coffee stouts and some of this other stuff. So they're great help. They've got 15 coolers of craft beers that you can choose from. So plus, you know, a good selection of wine and a bourbon room, which I didn't get into.
Bourbon. Wait a minute, bourbon. What?
I'm starting to get into it. So bourbon and cigars is like my new expensive hobby.
Don't tell
waste.
away.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they're great help, good selection, and if there's something that you need that you want to get, they don't have, they'll find it for you.
Mention our name, Driveway Beers Podcast, drivewaybeerspodcast.com. We'll make sure to have their information on the website. No website, but we'll definitely put their address and probably the picture of the outside of their store, so you can head on in there. Very nice store. Thank you for listening. Come back soon. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and we will see you next time.